Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. Yeah, what's up, Nooners? We are well past noon today. That is my fault. We had a last-minute guest on Drinkin' Bros Sports. It's one of my favorites, though. I love this guy. It's the only time he could squeeze in for us. It was Nick Swisher from the New York Yankees. He's a World Series champion and one of the most electric personalities in sports broadcasting. He's got a new podcast called The Nick Swisher Show, and I'm sure that'll be a blast, but I wanted to thank him for going live with us this morning on Drinkin' Bros Sports. But this is RPR, damn it. You came for Jables. Look at her today. Look at you.
Hello.
Look at you. You're glowing.
I am.
You're glowing.
I'm a shiny, puffy Betty.
Not at all. You're out and about. You're all over town.
Oh, I know.
You're doing other people's podcasts? Who were you on the other day?
No, I was on, well, it's not out yet. The
Okay.
podcast is not even started yet, but I did a stacked episode.
Oh, gotcha. What are they dropping, like 10 at once?
They should. We'll see what they do. I'm trying to help some people out, with my podcast knowledge.
Yeah.
But it is a fairly well-known dude, and he was on Rogan and stuff. I think he's going to be on news
What's
with
his
you
name?
guys.
Today?
Jamie Kilstein. Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I walked in here with my big dumb dick in my hands.
Sure.
Why? Because I was in the car half the day yesterday driving to see Aaron Judge not play. And I didn't get any money, didn't have a shot at any money. And I wasn't lying to you guys when I said this on the show the other day. I turned that car right the fuck around. I mean, that was a hard exit. I was like, get off the road. Dan was driving. I drove back. I was like, you get this off the road. He's like, what? I was like, it's not in the lineup.
Right.
Not going to get a shot.
Right.
At $2 to $3 million, we're turning right the fuck around. It was sold out, by the way, and we got a bunch of pictures from listeners who were there in various parts of the ballpark, and they're like, where are you guys? If he's not playing, dude, that's a meaningless game, and I ain't going.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
But the guy who caught that ball, now it's worth even more because that's Judge's last home run. So that is not only the record-breaking home run, but it's also the last one. So who knows? The first offer that he got, though, was $2 million, and then the company did go public with it. And they said, we've emailed, texted, all the things, and we would allow the Yankees to show it inside the stadium if they want to, but we have not heard back from this guy. So clearly he thinks he can get more money than $2 million for it. Yeah.
And what did I tell you when you called and said?
Here was your exact words, and this is no lie, because I was you were on speaker with D'Anthony and I
So
both.
you have confirmation.
And you said, I think it's time for you to stop chasing rainbows and give up the dream.
Because you were like, he's benched. We're turning around. This is the second time. Third time I've come this close.
Yep.
And I just,
Who's a game away, though, in 3 different record-breaking home run chases? Like, 1 game away each time?
Right.
It's weird.
And so all I'm saying is, like, just take a look at the pattern.
Sure.
But
I believe, Japes. I've got a lot of self-belief, and I believe that I will do it or I will be there. And
okay, well, carry on, I guess.
Paint me.
Carry on. Keep chasing those waterfalls. At Circle K, I actually heard it was a Circle K kind of day.
Oh, did you get a coffee from Circle K?
Yeah, Circle K kind of day. I couldn't go any higher than that.
Okay.
In my coffee game today, but I'm getting my coffee, and all I hear someone yelling from the back where they're like rolling, making the little tacos or whatever.
Yeah.
Just don't go chasing waterfalls is what this guy yelled to another employee. And I thought, what was do you know what I mean? I just wonder what the first part of the conversation was.
Sure.
But I do love little snippets like that where you just go, what was that in reference to? Do you know what I mean?
Maybe it was, he was supposed to be at the game yesterday. Who knows?
Possibly.
Maybe. We don't know. You didn't ask?
No, dude. They weren't talking to me.
So
I was
what?
getting...
I just ask people shit if I want to know. Like, hey, what's up with that, dude? Cool. Then I'll just walk away. I'll say
Okay, so
something
you're
weird.
saying while I was getting coffee.
Yeah.
And I heard an employee from back here, yell to another employee.
Yeah.
I was to then walk over there
and say,
peek,
what waterfalls are you chasing?
Right.
I would have.
What was that about?
What was that?
Right?
I can't leave without having an answer to something. If it's something weird like that, where it was like, what is it? What's the thing? The case in point this morning.
I'm very good at minding my own business.
I'm
Do you know what I
not.
mean? I'll hear it, but I'm very good at just letting that not be for me.
Case in point this morning, there was, I think it was the same Circle K right by your house.
Yeah, I mean, there's not very many.
Okay, no, there's a couple down the road.
Oh, okay, there was one, yeah.
Yeah, the one right by our house? Okay,
yeah.
so I was there this morning, and there was a woman, this was at 10 a.m., buying a White Claw Surge, which is also 8%, same as Hard AF Seltzer.
And I say good for her.
Just one. She was just buying a bomber can, big boy can, if you will. And I said, excuse me, ma'am, I hate to interrupt you. I was like, what? Why are you buying this right now? And she was like,
that makes me so uncomfortable, this conversation.
Because I explained myself to her, right? So I said, hey, the reason why is I own a hard seltzer company. It's 8%. Do you enjoy this seltzer? And she goes, meh, not really. But it's the only thing that's 8%. And I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest answer ever. And thank you. I just wanted to know. And then she detailed the flavoring of them because there's like 3 different options that she could have chose from. And she went into detail them. And I was like,
I bet.
Great. I have my answer. This is awesome. I was able to leave. And that's not in the back of my mind all day. I just want to know the answers for things. I'm a truth seeker. Sorry that you're not. Sorry you don't want to seek the truth in this life. But that's what I do. And that's my journey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Speak your truth.
But at least I had the answer, and I was like, all right, cool, man.
Yeah.
But you didn't ask, huh?
No. Yeah, I do not put myself in very uncomfortable situations like you do, with a blatant disregard for the fact that maybe someone getting a surge at 9:30 probably doesn't want to talk to anyone. But hey, you just got right in there, and
I needed the answer.
Yep, and I say good for you.
Needed that answer this morning, dog.
Yeah.
Another answer that I need today is this Alec Baldwin sitch. So they have settled the suit with the husband of the woman who Alec Baldwin shot and murdered in cold blood.
Sure.
He definitely pulled the trigger and murdered her and ended her life. And that was from Alec Baldwin, a bullet that came out of his gun that he was holding about 8 feet from her. And then she dropped dead on the floor right in front of them.
Yep, I think we're familiar.
Oh, you do? You know that? Okay,
no,
so that was
I think
Alec Baldwin, too, who did that, by the way. And the reason why this is super odd is not only did they settle the husband with Alec Baldwin and the production, but the settlement was to finish the movie in January of 2023. So in 3 months, they're going to go back to New Mexico, finish shooting the film at the same place, location, all of this where his wife was murdered in there. And he is the executive producer on this. Alec Baldwin is going to resume his role along with the entire original cast in this film.
Right.
And I thought to myself, why? Why?
They got to finish it for her, Ross.
Yeah, well, on top of a monetary settlement as well.
Hang on.
And then he's going to be executive producer, but
He's gonna be executive producer.
very hands-on. So he's going to be there on set. He's going to be
Correct. Doing
telling
all the things.
Alec Baldwin what to do.
Yep.
Now,
I don't know the answer, but I have a guess.
Sure.
All right, here's my guess on this whole sitch, because this is unbelievably bizarre. The last time something like this happened was on a movie about the Allman Brothers Band, and their starts. It was about Greg Allman. It was a biopic on him. They had put a bed on a train track in Georgia, did not clear the bed in time, and a woman got struck by the train. First of all, they weren't supposed to be shooting there whatsoever. They stole the shot, as we call it, in the biz, and you could hear this train roaring, and we saw the footage of it on, was it 2020 or Dateline that night?
Yeah. Look, I mean,
real bad.
It's real bad. I mean, they definitely see the train coming. They hear it, and like they need to, I mean, still pushing forward to get the shot. So, it was very hard to watch.
Trying to grab the mattress off the track. She should have just left that and kept going.
Sure. Why don't we just get all the people off there?
There was a wardrobe stylist who was also on the track. She couldn't get out of the way fully. She got her arm snapped in half on that thing. Now, the director and the producers spent 2 years in the pokey because of it. This actually went to trial. They went to jail, and then they had to pay a bunch of money in settlement on top of it. My guess with this Russ situation and Alec Baldwin is this. I think when they got together, they said, look, you could probably get anywhere from $5 to $10 million in a civil trial off of Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Or Alec Baldwin, being savvy and being in the film business forever, probably said, hey, there's a couple weeks left on this shoot.
Right.
How about you keep all of the money, all of the profits, all of the proceeds from this movie, just out of morbid curiosity. Everyone will buy, rent, watch this movie. There will be a splashy sale somewhere at Sundance or something like that. The reason why he's executive producer. He'll get to show the film, talk about his wife, get into all the festivals, talk about coming together in a time of death, and then ending up in triumph at the end of it.
Sure.
And I think they're going to let him keep every single cent of this, which, let's be honest, will probably be in the same range, if not more, than what Alec Baldwin would have lost in a civil trial. And then this doesn't have to drag out for 3 years. It's probably what Alec wanted, so he's not losing his own money. It's probably what he wanted, so he doesn't have to relive his wife's death and everything else. And then he also gets to finish her movie, which was probably going to be the biggest break of her career. Like, she had some credits before, nothing, certainly with a movie of Alec Baldwin starring as the lead in it. So I think it's probably a win-win across the board on this. However, going back to that same location and finishing this movie, creepy as shit, and you can be goddamn sure there's going to be a million paparazzi around that set the entire time. Now, what I would love to do, send you and Joel down there and shoot a documentary and get some interviews on this.
I know.
But I think everybody's going to be tight-lipped.
We would just kind of be in the background and just get lots of footage of the husband ordering Alec Baldwin around.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want that dynamic. And it's just going to be crazy.
Yes, it's going to be crazy. The crazier part to this as well is
the overly checking of all the
weapons over and over
and over
no
again. Weapons at all. I mean, I don't even know how they're going to do that. But
CGI the gun in his hand, he's just sitting there like this.
Seriously.
Or maybe he just finishes the rest of the movie like this, with a 2-finger gun, and he's just like pew 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 pew.
Right.
Maybe, we don't know.
Right.
And they changed the title from the rusty finger gun.
But a really bad CGI where it's just kind of pop art on there, kind of bouncing around
it's like a South Park gun.
It's a weird settlement, but I think it's probably, her husband was a lawyer, entertainment lawyer. So he knows what he's doing and what he's getting and all of that. And
financially, from a legal perspective, not only is it very costly, but it drags out 2 to 3 years usually in these things. He would probably win, or they would probably settle somewhere in the middle before this got to trial. Now,
the interesting part of it is now the district attorney is coming out saying that he is not off the hook. By the way, she didn't have to say this. You could just keep doing your work behind the scenes. She didn't have to come out and do a press release saying, hey, just want to let everybody know this is not a settlement for the criminal charges where you may still be charging up to 4 people. Bob, do you have a picture of this gal?
From New Mexico?
It does not look good for Baldwin.
Oh, she's out
She's
for
ready
blood,
to fuck. And by the way, I get it. I don't like Alec Baldwin either, but I do believe it was an accident, a horrible accident. Again, don't like him. Didn't handle it well. Went on with his life. Kept having kids. Fine, whatever. But
I believe it's the Santa Fe DA, right?
Yeah, it doesn't take away that. Really fucking tragic to accidentally
end someone's life in front of you with a gun 8 feet in front of you.
And there she is.
Yeah. There we go.
There she is. She is, gosh, she
This
is gonna
is-
prove something.
You know how many managers she's seen in her life? All of
No,
them.
that's more
She's
of
seen
just
all
like
the
a
managers. A no-fuss haircut.
yeah. But
Doesn't
it's
have
cool
time.
kind of looking, but
It's not. It's half a Kate Gosselin is what it is.
but you
know?
can kind of tell she hates Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, guess what?
yeah.
No. This doesn't mean, and she just got the cell phone too.
Oh, yeah.
So she just has that last piece of evidence. Again, who knows what she's going to find that you could actually charge someone with homicide
I don't
for.
think it's going to matter. I think, because I know this, they did get the funding that she requested for 4 separate
I know,
criminal
that's what I'm
trials,
saying.
right? So out of those 4, she said he's one of them.
Yes.
I think this happens before the end of the year, and then that puts even more press on them shooting the movie and everything else. And also, by the time this trial actually pops up for Alec Baldwin, they'll have completed this film.
Right.
The husband will be able to testify probably on his side because all the money's probably going to go from this movie to him, and that's going to help Alec Baldwin as well.
Yes. So the husband also came out right after the settlement and was like, this was, a horrible accident, and was like very clear to be like, we're good now.
Yep.
Like, I'm good. Her son's good. Like, we're good. Just to let you guys know where I'm at on this total accident.
Yeah.
And she was like, nope, he doesn't get to decide.
He doesn't.
I get to decide whether it's an accident.
And that is
And,
true.
I-
And the same
right.
thing happened in Georgia, by the way, with that other case.
Right.
Like, they don't get to decide, no matter what the settlements are, no matter who gets money or they're going back to
Sure.
shoot the fun movie. Again, this is up to her, and I guarantee you she's going to prosecute. Now, it'll probably come down to the armor and where she was and her leaving the live round in and all that other stuff.
Oh, shit. She put out a statement, too, that was like, I hope this just kind of settles everything and we all know.
Nope.
And she was like, also no for you. They're all like, people got money, right? Like, we're fucking good. And, the complaining party, which is the dead person, is not able to speak. So she is essentially
Correct.
speaking for her. Yeah.
Because someone died.
Yes.
And so something has to be done other than it was an accident.
Right.
Because, yes, was it an accident? Sure.
Right.
But somebody still left a live round in that gun. And I think I know who it is. Whatever. But once they're found out, then I think they're going to got to reverse course that and everything else. But if you're asking me, honestly, out of those 4, I think it's Alec Baldwin. I think it's the armor. I think it's the first AD. And then probably the director or the producer on that for those 4
producer because they're
charges.
going after like negligence, like cutting funds, things that they did money-wise to make it so things were not as up to snuff as they should have been. So I think the last person would be whoever decided to cut funds and not, you know what I mean?
Right.
Very green armors and stuff like that. So I think that might be the 4th person. But anyway.
Yeah. But either way, that'll probably go to trial in what? If they announce the charges before Christmas, I'd give it a year and a half, and then that will go to trial. And that's going to be tough sledding for Alec on that one because he did pull the trigger, and the FBI said it.
Yeah.
Hey, you pulled the trigger. Right. Now he's going to have his own legal team. And I'm imagining why it's 4 separate trials and not just one is because he's going to say, no, I want to be tried on my own once he gets charged. And then his legal team is going to go after the armor or whoever left the live round in the gun. And then wherever the company, I guess whoever owns that, because it wasn't the girl. Right. But either way, it's fun, isn't it? And I was shocked. Last night when we saw this story, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Turn this up. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Going back to shoot this, and then immediately I reverse engineered it in my mind. I was like, oh, okay. He's going to get all the money from this. And he's going to be able to go to the festivals and talk about his dead wife and all the things. And he's going to get a lot of money from this movie.
I like how you say get to. He gets to.
He wouldn't have otherwise if she was alive.
He gets to.
You know, he would have been in the background again. Do my legal work, you know?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm kidding. But what, James?
Do my law stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call it, law stuff.
Do all my law stuff.
Yeah.
Dang it. I want you to do all my law stuff out there, okay? What, Javes? That's what it is. That's what
it is.
Locked into the Welcome to Wrexham thing, by the way. Love that show.
Yeah.
Man.
It's growing on me.
It's so good, isn't it?
Yeah. I just needed that. Once they stopped showing his amazing house in Los Angeles, I was fucking good to go. But before that, my goodness, I couldn't even handle it.
Who do you love more out of that, McElhaney or Ryan Reynolds?
Always.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's Rob.
It's Rob,
Yeah, he's the realest shit, way more talented, way funnier. Sorry, no, Ryan Reynolds is a big movie star, but when, like, for example, when they do the little skits together, like, Ryan Reynolds' shit gets so fucking old. I mean, it's just the same thing. It's very fake. It works for him, and the Instagram, numbers show that it works for him.
Sure does.
But I just like Rob as a person and a genuine...
He's a dude.
Right?
Yeah, he's great. And watching this series makes me love him even more.
Yeah.
And he takes his son, all the stuff. Their house is amazing. Their life's amazing. And he's got a funny blonde wife as well, so I respect that.
Thank you.
Hot, funny blonde wife. Like, I get it.
Thank you.
And it's a real side of him, whereas I find it interesting, most of it's shot inside of his house when they're doing the back and forths.
Right.
We never see Ryan Reynolds' house or Blake Lively or any of that stuff.
No. You can't get a window into his house. Like, that's the other thing, is like... You don't really see his life, whereas like with Rob, you see everything.
Yes, yeah.
You see the gorgeous kitchen, the amazing backyard that opens up into the. I mean, my God.
Yeah. But it's a great show. I don't know the ending. I'm not skipping ahead. I haven't looked online. I don't. Obviously the season is probably done or whatever. But I mean the season for the soccer team. So I haven't looked. But I know they're in FIFA, like in the last episode we saw where they've got, and that's pretty sweet. So.
That is pretty sweet. I like the way that they frame it with, the real stories of the people in the town. The one guy that's like in the band.
Ryan Reynolds is a playable character, an unlockable, downloadable character, along with Ted Lasso.
In FIFA?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Way to go. That's cool. Jesus. Is he Deadpool or is he Ryan Reynolds?
He's Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Because in the show, they do this song about Deadpool and
Rob McElhaney.
And Rob McElhaney.
And
it's
like
great.
That guy, just the way the priorities and the things that they get that they worry about.
How about the homeboy who cost his girlfriend a job because he's a hooligan?
Oh, yeah.
Is that in a later one? Have I seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The whole thing is awesome.
She was trying to be a
great.
detective, and she couldn't do it because he was a soccer hooligan.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking great, though? I mean, there's nothing more important to the town. It's insane. And there's like the guy in the band is like, I got fucking another round of chemo for the colon cancer, and then I should be right at the game. And you're like, what the fuck?
I know.
And they're just kind of like,
you said to me, you were like, this is the most like amazingly simple life there is, and that's probably how the rest of the world is. And then we have us like spoiled asshole Americans who are bitching about shit. And it's just like, there's some dude drywalling at fucking 78 years old.
Sure,
man.
For sure.
Yeah.
And just like so excited for the game.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy like getting chemo is like, I got to make it through this to see if Wrexham, you know what I mean? Like,
and the guy
it's amazing.
The guy getting chemo, sitting down with his wife afterwards and she's like, oh, you got a lot left to live for. And he's like, well, I hope so. And he's like, what are you looking forward to most? And he goes, Wrexham making it to the next level.
Yeah. No, I mean,
she was like, oh, not me or your family
insanity.
or no.
We're essentially a single-A baseball team.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not even winning a championship.
I know.
It's just like getting promoted.
That's why it's so fucking
that's
awesome.
Why it's so good.
Like,
it is. It's amazing. And it's to me, it's a genius idea if you're that rich and can do it, and then convince the network to also pay for it. Holy
great.
Shit, man! I mean, those guys are killing it.
It's great.
Killing
just to
it,
hold
dude.
a mirror up to us and be like, oh, are Tom and Giselle getting fucking divorced? Probably. I mean, fuck.
By the way, speaking of which, there was a thing on TMZ this morning about that, where apparently this isn't the first time she's wanted to divorce him. Apparently it's been going on for years, where she's like, stop playing fucking football.
Yeah,
You're 45. We're all done with this.
I believe it, yeah.
So this was probably the final one. Where she
I
was
bet
like,
Patty Boonchen is single, huh?
I don't know. Bob, is Patty Bunchen married? That is the unknown sister that Giselle has named Patty.
And we, as a studio, kind of,
root for Patty.
yeah. We liked Patty.
Yeah.
I
Bob
didn't realize
liked
she
Patty.
was Giselle Bundchen's fraternal twin sister.
Oh yeah, yeah. Imagine that life.
Yeah.
Oh hey, well, who's your sister? It's Giselle. Oh, are you guys? Sister, cousin? What is it? Nope, it's my twin sister. We came out of the same vagina.
Twin.
Yeah. No husband listed because it's listing siblings, parents, niece, nephew. No husband listed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Show a picture of Patty for the people in case they haven't seen it or they don't remember us talking about her. Throw up Patty Bunchen up on
We also
screen.
were talking real quick about Aaron. Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
I mean, you are not kicking Patty out of bed.
No, not at all. Not at all.
We
Why isn't
love
she
a
married?
Pat-
What's wrong with Patty? Why isn't Patty married?
I mean, I think probably the conversation goes, "Who are you?" Right?
Well, she says Patty Bunchen. I'm all in. Like everybody's.
Well,
in.
she'll say, "Pat." Do you introduce yourself? You
No.
probably do. You probably do.
Well, if you're her, it depends. Yeah, if you want some clout, yeah, it's Patty Bunchen. It's like women who get divorced from famous husbands and they still keep the last name, and you're like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I think we were divided. A couple people like some
Bob, I
curves.
remember in the past liked Patty better.
No, Giselle's more his,
Speed.
right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob likes them real skinny. Just a skinny.
Skinny Mini.
Yeah. It's a real twig.
Yeah.
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 Real twigster, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, real twiggy. Getting
Real
twiggy with it.
Twiggy. He probably liked Twiggy,
Yeah.
actually.
Probably did.
Yeah.
Probably did. Yeah, but that's probably going down. And they had a shot of her out yesterday with the kids. Happier than ever. She
Gorgeous.
looked amazing.
Fucking
Happy, gorgeous, all the things.
Yeah.
She'll probably marry somebody a little bit older, who wants to settle down in Europe, and then you'll never hear from her again. She'll raise her family, and that's it. I don't see her moving on to Pete Davidson or somebody like that. Do you?
No.
Like, I don't think she's that hungry for paparazzi of the limelight.
No.
I think she just wants to go on about
She
her
might
business.
just start fucking working again or something.
You think so?
Maybe.
Who's that old Euro that would just like dance on his yacht? That was getting big on social media for a bit, like a year or two ago. I could see her ending up with like a 60-year-old man who's in shit.
Somebody like an Onassis,
Oh.
like a one of those rich heirs over in Europe. We were like, who is that? Oh, it's Jacqueline
Yeah.
Onassis, and you're like, all right, well, who's the dude? I know it's Onassis, but what does he do? Like somebody like that. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's like
Maybe.
Yeah, like a guy like that where you kind
Like
of
a
spend
60-year-old Euro
That's
that's still
exactly
in shit, has
yes.
a lot of money.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm
Yeah.
picturing. 100%.
Leathered.
Yes.
right.
Very tan, where it's just like, all right, great.
Speedo,
She gets the
yeah.
kids through high school, finishes that, and then she's like, deuces. I'm going to go find my 60-year-old and live on a yacht in the south of France
I
somewhere.
hope to be that guy and have acquired said yacht from my previous marriage.
You gotta
wait till
dream it to achieve it,
60
my man.
to get Bunchen.
Well, look,
That's gonna be
Bunchen is
the
what,
the
13 years
Bunch.
older than you? She 13 years older than you?
She's
whatever the
43 or something. 42.
2040 version of Bunchen is.
Still gonna be hot. Still gonna be hot. I think
It's
you're
one
fine.
of those words that you can't say too much. 'Cause
Bunchen?
It sounds
Yeah.
like you're not saying it right.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
The
And also,
Bunch.
like she had to overcome a lot. When you have to, she's so hot. She had to overcome an ugly last name like that her entire life. Bunchen, front of the class, spelling test. Bunchen.
I'm
It's a rough
guessing
one.
where she's from. It's not as.
Where's she from? Where do you think she's from? Alabama? What part of Alabama is she from? Maybe. I've never heard it before. I've never heard any Bunchens. You name another famous Bunchen?
Where's Bunchen from? Is it like.
Germany?
No.
What do you think?
Maybe.
I don't know. You could say, here's the thing, you could say Brazil or Germany and neither would
I was
surprise
gonna
me.
say Brazil, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
It is Brazil. But it's probably a German last name.
Oh,
Right,
why? You think, When Hitler disappeared down there, he took her with
I
him?
think maybe some relatives of hers kind of shuffled out of Europe.
Yeah, sure did. Sure did. Walls were closing in. They had to go to Brazil with Hitler. Who knows?
The boonch.
The boonch, dude. Back at it, though, again. James, we got some sponsors that put this show on the air. First and foremost, ghostbed.com/Drinkin' Bros. 30% off everything in the entire store with the promo code Drinkin' Bros at checkout. Also, they got 2 free luxury pillows with a mattress right now. And I can promise you, the pillows are just as good as the goddamn mattress. I bet you Bunchin's sleeping on them right now alone. She's amped about it, you know?
Yeah.
She's having a nice slumber in a ghost bed with the pillow. She's probably got the weighted blanket. She's like, I'm going to sleep her on in. I'll let the nanny take the kids to school today. I don't have to deal with Tom's bullshit.
Right.
Up at 6 a.m. grilling spinach, you know?
I don't even think he grills. Like, you can't even grill it.
What do
think
you
it's
do?
Like, I think it's like all fucking raw and
Oh, God.
yeah.
That TB12. She might have just been tired of his toilet. You know, that TB12 wafting out of his bathroom every morning. She's like, Tom, Jesus Christ, stop, dude. Stop
Just
eating like that.
Eat like, let's just go to dinner.
Just have some
Like
protein. Have some protein. Just have a burger, Tom, all right? I can't smell that anymore. Can't smell those kale shits wafting out of the bathroom, Tom. I can't do it.
Sure.
I'm going to go to sleep on my ghost bed from ghostbed.com/Drinkin' Bros. And when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to smell that smell in the toilet anymore, okay? She doesn't have to anymore. And you don't either. You can get an adjustable base and a mattress combined in one. Get 40% off the bundle package. It's got a super sleek remote that Jesse bungled the other nights, which was pretty funny.
What'd I do?
I was going back out to the living room to send some work emails at night, and it appeared as if you tried to put the TV mode down on the bed, you know, and all the flashlights went on like all over the place.
Yeah.
It looked like you were abducted and in the middle of a spaceship.
Yeah.
And you just kept pressing it over and over again, and it gave me a hearty chuckle.
I'm glad.
Yeah. And I wanted to see it.
Sure.
Yeah. But that's the magic you get when you get that adjustable base. You do get flashlights on it. Okay?
Right.
You do get the vibration. You do get the book mode, TV mode, super sleek mode. You get all of it there. And you get it with a mattress for 40% off. Now, when you check out, bottom of the page, you're going to see a 60-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest as long as you have decent credit. Check that box, and everything that was in your cart will be applied with that. And you can walk out of there with a brand new bedroom set for about $25 a month. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin' Bros today. Who do we got up next, Jabes?
Hard AF.
Hard AF. Seltzer.com. You need some water?
I have some.
Okay.
Thanks, Dad.
Well, you and Dan just clear it right
Dad.
into the mic, you know, and I hear it. I get to hear it every day. HardAFSeltzer.com. 85, 95, 95 stores. That's not up to date yet. We're in 95 stores in Tennessee right now. Go there, get them. So the OG flavors are still left in Tennessee. I know we had 300 cases that went out on Monday. They're all in Tennessee right now. And if you're in North Georgia, you're in Tennessee, you're in North Alabama, you're in Arkansas, you're in North or South Carolina, drive on over the border, go to hardafseltzer.com, click the store locator, and it'll tell you exactly what store is closest to you by city, by zip code. You click it, and it'll just drive you right to the store. It is activated by Google Maps, and boom, you'll be at that store. Get yourself a 12-pack. Super cheap in the state of Tennessee. In the meantime, our new cans were finished yesterday. So give us a couple weeks to ship those down to Florida. Those folks are still going through the effects of the hurricane, so they'll be down for a couple more weeks as they repair some of the roads and things like that. And then we'll be able to ship out to the nation again to 41 states very, very soon. Also, the state that was going live was Florida, and that will be delayed as well, obviously due to the effects of the hurricane, and people are going through it down there. That Fort Myers footage is devastating. Man, I mean, you lost entire houses, apartment complexes, like, holy shit, dude.
Ross, could you say they need hard AF more now than ever?
Well, look, you drink during the hard times and the happy times, okay?
Sure.
This is a hard time, and you're going to need some 8%, like that woman at the Circle K this morning. That's a 10 a.m. drink. You pop one of those open at 10 a.m.
Talked to by some fucking rando dude.
Sure do. That's gonna clear out the old mind.
Just get into the fucking, get her 8% at 9 in the morning and head out. Had to have a fucking conversation with some dude.
Yeah, I'm a people person. I talk to people. I care about their lives. I'm sorry you don't. Okay, I don't keep my head down. I don't just shuffle through life. I talk to people. I look them in the eyes. I have a convo with them. Sure. What's going on in the kitchen? Right. Coolio said that.
Right.
And now he's dead. That's what happens when you don't talk to people. They just fucking die, dude. And you never got to say what you wanted to.
Right.
I don't live that life, Jabes, all right?
Yeah.
I don't. And I'm sorry. Fuck. I don't live that life. I don't live that life, right?
Okay.
You shouldn't either.
Okay.
Speaking of a dead man, Karl Lagerfeld.
Oh, I love this.
Famous designer, always pictured with Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Now life is imitating art, and he is playing Karl. Karl. I don't know why I always like to say it like that. Hey, Karl.
Right.
Fucking shitter's full, Karl.
Yeah.
Pop on Channel 9, man. He's playing Karl Lagerfeld in the biopic of him. The estate loves it. Everybody loves it. Oddly enough, if you look at the pictures, I think Leto, that one right there. That's a perfect one, Bob. Right in the middle. Damn it, you had it. Yeah, right there. Doesn't he look like he's going to look like Karl Lagerfeld later on in life?
Yeah.
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 It's a good casting choice, I think.
Oh, for sure. Shave that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought you were going to talk about, so the Met Gala theme is Karl Lagerfeld.
This year?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
I didn't know that. When is it?
good old Jamila, 2023, whatever. Jamila Jamil likes to get her little
Who's that?
show Ross. a
Jamil
picture.
Hill? Are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about Jamila Jamil. She's from The Good Place. She likes to get her hands all over, anything,
let's see
canceling people for, body stuff. And
Let's see this little tramp. What do we got here?
she really hasn't done much. She's actually more famous for calling out people's 20-year-old tweets than work that she's actually done, right?
Okay. What is she? She's from The Good Place?
Yeah, did you not watch it?
I did I watched a few episodes. Is that with Kristen Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched a few episodes. Very unforgettable. This one.
Upload was better.
Upload. What's Upload?
Oh, was she in Upload?
No, I haven't
No,
seen
it's just
Upload.
another Afterlife show.
Okay.
All right. Was she in it?
No.
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you want to see an Afterlife show, don't
Nope.
waste your time with her. Go see Upload.
Okay.
No, we're good.
All right.
We're not searching for an afterlife show, but thank you, Giorgio. Thank you. This
Talk
is more
about make 'em ups.
yeah, exactly.
dude.
Fuck. I don't do that shit. But anyway, this guy was 85. Okay, he was in the fashion industry. Karl.
Hot Karl. What's hot Karl Lagerfeld? He was hot
Is
at
that
one
where
point.
it's from?
No, it's not.
Anyways,
Hot Karl is when you shit on someone's
no,
chest.
I know, but you never know where these things originate, right?
Sure. Could have been him.
Could have been him.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he was in the industry.
He could have dumped out on a model's chest on a yacht.
Sure.
Yeah.
For again, 80. He was 85. He's been in the industry forever.
Young man.
Chanel.
Yep.
He's old school.
Sure.
And so she pulled up some of these 85-year-olds' tweets or whatever, and is slamming him for basically, kind of saying look, people don't want to see curvy gals on the runway. Now look, this was in the day.
Ah, yeah.
Right?
He's still true.
He loved a size 0 or size 2.
That's
right?
what models should be. If you're on a runway, that's what it should be. I'm sorry.
And especially
and I don't
in
like
his
girls who
time
look
in
like that.
Chanel and whatever.
I don't like girls who look like that. But let's face it, that's the only women that should be wearing this bullshit that you
Right.
see on the runways. Like normal people in real life don't wear this shit.
Yeah.
What were the tweets?
There was one that was a little iffy about the Holocaust, huh? Bob, do you have these?
Which was it?
So, basically he's saying, so when So when they were letting all the like German, so Germany was opening its borders to migrants. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
To refugees, migrants, whatever.
Yeah.
He was just like,
is he German?
yeah,
Because that makes sense then. Yeah. Most Germans weren't happy with that.
Well,
yeah. So
he had a pretty interesting take on the Holocaust.
yeah. So
he did. Let's hear it, Bob.
The quote.
I'll let Bob do it.
Go ahead.
So this is Karl Lagerfeld
Sure.
on the Holocaust. The greatest thing Germany invented was the Holocaust.
No.
What?
You're not reading the whole thing.
Read the whole thing.
Okay, wait.
So this is in reference to Germany letting in all of the immigrants, right? So he says, I know someone in Germany who took a young Syrian.
Oh, yeah,
and
you're
after
right.
4 days.
said the greatest thing Germany invented was the Holocaust.
Okay. How old was he when he said this?
Now, look, that one doesn't matter. That's not an age thing. You can't really say that shit ever,
I
right?
don't. He was alive during the Holocaust, so like, who knows? I'm
Right.
kidding.
Well, he was.
I heard Anne Frank turned him down though on the runway. She wouldn't do the Met Gala, and so he was
think
pissed
he
off
was-
about that.
Who did?
Anne Frank.
So I think moving on.
What?
So I think,
That's a hot.
it's real hard. Like,
It's a hot take from Hot Carl. You know what?
yeah, like my grandpa's 90, pushing 90.
Still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I just kind of recorded him for a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be rough, dude.
Yeah, sure
It'd
would.
be racist.
Maybe.
It'd be problematic
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
at best. Problematic at best.
Maybe for everybody other than whites. You know?
Sure.
So, yeah.
So, yeah. Now, look. I think people knew that he was a little bitch, right? Just like a nightmare.
This is what he's known for, is saying wild shit.
Saying wild shit.
Carl? Yeah, Hot Carl, dude. Yeah, that's what he does, dude. That's what Hot Carl does. I'm sorry. He says wild shit.
Anyways, what was your story about the cult leader playing him?
Takes wild shit. Nothing at all. I just think it's a perfect casting choice.
For the cult leader to play him?
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like, this is...
No, it makes sense.
To do all this shit in the fashion world, it is like a fucking cult. Like, you're getting these women in there. You're not feeding them. You're treating them like slaves.
Sure.
That is very cult-like behavior. And for the size zero shit that the Indian chick was talking about, look,
He did say
that's what cult leaders do, dude. You keep them real
say
thin.
this too during the Me Too movement. If you don't want your pants pulled about, don't become a model. Join a nunnery. There'll always be a place for you in the convent.
Yes, and that is true. That's true. Okay, that is true.
Are they insinuating that
I just
you
love
won't be
like
sexually molested?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
I think
if you don't want your butthole rubbed by Hot Carl or anybody else in the fashion world, go and join a nunnery, okay? And that's understandable.
Right.
It's understand. You know what that is in that world.
I think
all right?
history proves otherwise, though.
What do you mean?
It's probably not a good place to go.
No, the nun shit is safe. It's like Bob's. It's the little boys who are with the priest. The nun shit is fine. It's not like they're banging them. They're looking for little kids. So you're clean on that one. And
I just thought it'd be funny because like Bob, like I knew every tweet I brought up, like Ross would agree with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just thought it would be funny.
for the time.
I mean, he said the Holocaust thing in 2017.
2017.
Yeah, and at the time,
It went right
you
up
know,
into his death.
At the time, well, here's the like, and no, I don't agree with what he said about Holocaust,
Of
obviously,
course.
but the
Now, the
joke of it
fatties on the
is-
runway,
yeah, fatties
you're
on the runway,
into that,
all in,
right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
The last one about the models getting touched, we all know that.
Sure.
Look at Instagram today. That's all it is. You're flying hot girls over to Dubai. Who knows what they're doing? They leave with a lot of shame, but a lot of pictures. And a lot of look backs on the stairs of a private jet on a PJ, you know, a lot of look backs. Beach life, is there anything better? Hashtag take me back.
Right.
Sure, they'll take you back. You're going to be with another fat Saudi prince in about 2 months because you're going to miss that beach life, and you're also going to miss not paying for anything and actually living an adult life other than in a studio apartment in Van Nuys. I understand why you get on the plane, all right? I do. I really get it, and it's the same with the fucking models in this sitch. Now, the Holocaust, I actually think Carl was probably alive for that, Bob. I could be
He
wrong.
Makes it worse, which makes it a little
I
worse.
know.
doesn't it?
It's super weird because he was probably living in Germany at that time.
Not only was he alive for it, it wasn't like, oh, well, he was a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
He was born in 1933.
Yeah. So he was 12. I mean, you know everything. Like, Bob, who won the World Series when you were, 10, 12 years old?
Not the Braves. Actually, I think the Braves did win when I was 8 9 when the Braves won. 10 it was the Yankees.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember watching the Yankees game?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And
Yeah.
he remembers watching people get marched to a concentration camp.
Yep.
And that's Hot Carl. Like, he was a part of it.
Yeah,
he was there.
That's what I'm saying. I think it makes it worse.
It does.
Yeah.
But you have to think his parents, they thought they were on the right side and they were like, well, at least it's not us, Carl. Just wave to the people as they go by and get back inside the house. Here's a pair of scissors. Go down to the basement. My hemline is off. Right. So why don't you fix this, Carl? And then he became a fashion icon. And then a cult leader is now playing him in a movie. It's a full circle moment for all this shit.
I love it.
And we're back. We're back to Hollywood being Hollywood again, right?
Sure.
You got a guy who's problematic, played by a guy who's problematic, and I'm sure all the women that are cast in this movie will be fucked at some point by Jared Leto inside of a hut. What do you call those steam tents?
A
Looks like a
yurt?
teepee. Yeah, that's it. A yurt, dude. Yeah. Do you even yurt, bro? Let's go. Hey, what are you doing after work? You want to go to my yurt and just kind of hang?
I'd love to podcast from a yurt.
Right?
Fuck yeah, you would.
Sound would be amazing.
You got a little fire going in there. He's got his own sake kit that's in a box from Asia that some other fashion designer gave him. He's heating up hot sake for the ladies. They're also getting the steam on. And then they're going to politely bone for the rest of the evening in the yurt.
Sake.
Yeah. It's
Interesting choice.
We got to watch your
Carl, but
calories,
yeah.
and it's also high alcohol content.
Okay.
You can get rocked off of that. And with everybody being a size 0, including Jared himself,
Yep.
that's the thing that's going to, boom. You do a couple poppers,
Yep.
sake, boom. And
Wait,
that's when the sex
poppers?
happened. Yeah.
Or
Poppers. Clack, clack. Little sniff, boom. You're in it, dude.
Oh.
You're in it.
Yeah, remember when he took it?
Sure.
On the show?
Sure did.
popper?
Poppers, yeah.
He took it like a total champ.
Sure did.
No, we did smelling salts.
We did smelling salts, but
Oh,
by the
okay.
way,
A little different.
No, well, the smelling salt is different, but it's the same device.
it's different. It's very different.
It's the same device, though. So you are snapping it in half and then inhaling it like that.
Right. I thought that's what you were referencing.
No,
Does
no.
he know what poppers are?
Sure do. Don't want to get into that story. That's for
Okay,
another.
okay. The boys
By the way,
have probably explained it to you at some point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a popper is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
By the way, Lagerfeld's dad just did a little Wikipedia dive. Definitely a full-fledged member of the Nazi Party.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
all right.
And so
Yeah.
now, Bob,
And they
the
got
tweet.
they got pretty rich during World War II.
Yeah.
Big shock.
So-
Big shock. Yeah.
This was totally look upable the entire career, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But
Georgia,
look,
you ever had those poppers, by the way?
Jalapeno poppers, I love them.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. Not even close.
kind of with
brother.
the cream cheese or the cheddar? Which one do you like?
like
bud?
with the bacon?
I go fucking cream cheese.
They both open up your asshole.
Sure do.
Yep.
Sure
Yes,
do.
yes.
Yeah.
One
They-
for protective
Yeah,
measures.
Yeah. They both loosen that beehole.
Beehole up.
Nice one, Bob.
Leto's got the poppers out there. Come on.
Bob has
man.
found his sea legs. Takes him a
Sure
second,
has.
you know.
He's back, baby.
Takes him a second to
It's
wake
been a
up.
long week.
Did you get
Yeah,
fucked up
we
last
know,
night,
Bob. We know.
Had a couple drinks, but
Why? What was for what?
well, nothing.
Oh, for life.
Yeah.
Oh, just
yeah,
life.
no, I hear
Drinks
you.
every day.
No, I hear
Okay,
you.
cool.
Me too.
Cool.
Me too.
Yeah.
Every
no
day.
judgment here, Bob. We
No,
don't give
no,
a
no.
shit.
I know.
This is probably the safest place you could ever work for something like that. You know?
Yeah, it really. It's good for my bank account, but not for like so many other parts of my life.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. You're gonna
Sure.
die. You're gonna die early.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
such is life, you know. We die.
like,
we
we're
die
the-
for our craft.
We're the
Very
kind of
Russ-like.
company that would be like, "Hey, man, feeling a little hungover? Get yourself
Yeah, go get yourself a seltzer.
get a seltzer. We need you to be like in the game, right?"
We have
I've
a
literally done that here before.
Oh, yeah, of
Like,
course.
I've been like, dude, I have to drink.
Absolutely. and
we
I love
had a
it.
listener
And I love it. Some of our best
roll in
shows,
at 10
Bob.
a.m. and I was like, hey, grab yourself a seltzer. And he's no, it might be a little early for that. You guys help yourself. They're in the fridge. Grab as many seltzers as you want, some hard AFs.
Yeah.
That's what it's like here. And you can rage all day long.
Yeah.
And it's the goddamn best, isn't it?
Yes, you just press a couple buttons.
Yeah.
And if you mess up, we kill you.
And then afterwards, we take you out back to our yurt, do some poppers, and then boom.
Nope.
Loosen up those assholes, brother.
Nope.
You're telling me Leto doesn't butt buck? He sure does.
No, I'm just saying you were continuing the conversation of what we do in the, in the company with employees and
right.
stuff. And so,
Yes, in the
and then I
shadows.
think you kind of cut without telling us you weren't talking about everyone here.
Sure.
And started saying that you make us all do poppers. And
Yeah. Why? That's what a community's like. We should start one. Very successful. Have you noticed everybody who's probably in a cult is a multimillionaire? Jared Leto. Aaron Rodgers, Aubrey Marcus. Who else am I leaving out here at this
I
point?
feel like
Probably
every
Tom Brady.
member
Nexium guy.
Oh,
has to be
yeah.
a millionaire for that to work, though, Ross.
You what?
I feel like every cult member has to be a millionaire for that to work.
Oh,
Not
to
just the guy
get
at the
people
top.
in with the cash and the whole lifestyle aspect
Yeah,
of it.
I'm just saying if like 80% of your cult is millionaires, it's probably a pretty good cult. Or if
Okay.
it's like 2% millionaires in your cult,
Scientology. Yeah.
it's probably just like a pool of money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it sure is.
Right.
Sure is. But I'm sure Leto's yurt is nice, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's real nice in there.
Yeah.
I wonder when that doc is going to come out, by the way. You want to speak about doing docs? Like, if we're talking about doing docs,
No,
like
I'm
the
waiting.
Russ documentary or the Leto one, like, that's onesie-twosie of, like, what would be more interesting.
I'm waiting, but he has to be not a commodity for people anymore in order for that documentary to come out.
Okay.
So, like, the industry has to, like, not really be making that much money on him anymore, and then they'll fucking come out with what they've known all along. But,
Right.
you know,
Right.
You know what is funny? I bet you Jared Leto watches
this show. What's
no,
up?
yeah.
No.
Watches Ezra Miller and is like, what a fucking amateur.
What if? Yeah, exactly. Sloppy,
Yeah.
right? You got to keep it locked up,
it's
dude.
Just poorly done.
Ugh, seriously.
Yeah.
And we never got into that. I don't know. The Ezra cult of it all. But at this point, it's like,
Yeah.
can we even talk about him anymore?
Kind of
No.
bores me, actually.
Yeah,
what?
same.
It's almost boring.
It is.
It is.
It is. And
There was like a second.
the only thing I'm looking forward to is to see this movie because it has to be that great for them to put up with all this bullshit. That's the only thing that I'm curious
No,
about at
it's
this
not
point.
that great. They just fucking already sunk the money in.
Maybe.
Literally.
And it's,
Maybe.
It's like his character is essentially like a shittier version of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. You know, like the young guy who's like,
Yeah.
oh, what? I'm wacky and good
Yeah.
at computers and cool and nervous.
I'm just like you,
and
bro.
sweet." Yeah.
But then I also have superpowers like you always wanted.
Wow. I like that a lot. Keep doing that voice the rest of the show. I'm a big fan of it.
It's my impression of 35-year-olds that want to see comic.
Just
40. I'll go 40.
don't attack me like this.
No, you're
Yeah,
a
don't
child.
do it.
You guys are little babies. You can go watch it.
Don't do it. Our child this morning was asking about Halloween decorations going up and when that was going to happen in the yard. I said I didn't know. Obviously, we've got a newborn. Things are tough and all that other stuff. And he's like, well, I want the best thing, whatever the witch was or whatever that is next to us. Well, I want something like that, you know?
Right.
And I was like, that's fine. I don't know that I do know. My phone is listening to me, just talking about Halloween decorations. The first thing that popped up was this, Bob typed this in, Stranger Things Halloween display. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life, and so much so that the cops were called.
Oh, that someone did at their house.
Somebody did
Yeah.
at their house. And
Yeah.
show this picture if you can. It's dope as shit. And people called the police, and they were like, hey, there's nothing illegal about this. And
They called the police?
yeah, it was scary. There it is. Pop that up on screen right there. It's Homegirl floating above the house.
Yeah. And they
It's
have
so
her kind
good.
of like levitating from the ladder.
Yeah.
It is great. It's great.
Yeah, it's amazing. And
Why'd they call the cops though?
it was too creepy and I guess realistic. There was another
Can I
one
hear
too.
that? Can I hear that the recording of the person calling?
Exactly. I would love to hear that. That one do you remember the year before we did this? Because we did a similar story last year with a guy who was kind of hanging from a window and shaking, like it looked like somebody was falling out of a window, and they called the police on that as well.
Yeah.
This I just think is genius, and I just want to know how they did it.
It's connected to the ladder.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It's a lot of wire work. I mean, the body's heavy. How do you do that? That's a heavy body.
Do you like?
It's a heavy body, Japes. How do you do that?
Do you get got like by magicians a lot too?
I don't get got,
Oh,
but I
okay.
suspend my disbelief because I like magic, Jesse. I'm sorry you don't in this world.
Okay.
Sorry you don't. Okay?
Sorry.
I talk to people out in
are you the
public.
person that's
I
like,
like magic.
"Ooh, what?
Yeah, fuck
How
you.
did you do
I've seen
that?"
every episode of Chris Angel, and that's true.
Okay.
That's true. I have. Try to figure out the trick, how he did it, and I want to believe in magic. Again, I'm sorry you don't.
Okay.
Sorry you hate people and you don't like magic.
Okay.
But I love all those things. And this one, I was trying to figure out. I thought a wire maybe went through the head,
And
like
then
a
was
fishing
going
wire
where?
to two trees
Oh.
on the other side. How do you think this was done? On a box, and then they colored the box? How do you
No,
get?
I think it's a clear, something clear coming from the ladder.
That would to hold that much weight though. I don't know, Japes. I don't know.
Guys, what is it?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I think there's just something up her ass. Just like a clear pole right up there.
From the ladder.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, because the ass looks kind of the
A little
cheeks are
indented
clenched.
there, yeah. But I mean, you would be clenching if some sort of thing through another dimension was doing this.
That's
I bet
true.
there's some like fishing line that's holding her up.
That's what I think too.
As well.
And they kind of edit that out in Photoshop, maybe.
Maybe, but it's fun, and I miss those. I don't know, because we moved into a new neighborhood. I miss the houses like this, where you go in and they take you through a whole haunted house inside there.
Yeah.
We had one at the last neighborhood in North Carolina, and that was a blast. I don't know if we'll get that. Can you even do that anymore? Where there's
No.
a bloody butcher inside the garage, some fat
don't
man with a
think
chainsaw, and then you walk through, and it's like, are you scared to get the candy next to the butcher who's killing
No,
people?
I mean, people are just a little bit too sensitive now.
You think so?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was going through some scary ass shit, right?
Poppers?
Yeah, I was doing poppers and just going through fucking haunted houses, dude.
Yeah, we used to be able to scare the living fuck out of children.
For sure. And
Oh,
it would
yeah.
be like Halloween,
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah.
But
Now,
you
now people
definitely
are like, "Ugh."
can't.
Yeah, like now you'll see like a Twitter thread that's like, you guys, it took me so long to realize like my Halloween trauma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh God,
We're just too sensitive.
it sucks.
for
There was
it.
a place that I used to go in Georgia as a kid, and it was a haunted house, and it was separated from the neighborhood.
Right.
But you go and you paid like $20, and then you walk through the haunted house, and they told you to sign a waiver up front of like, hey, your clothes and your shoes could probably get ruined. People will grab you, and you'll live and it'll be fun. Do you want to
my
do it
God,
and everything
can you
else?
imagine
it
that
was
happening
so
now?
much
No, you
fucking
can't do
fun,
it.
dude. It was
You
so much
can't do
fun.
it.
So much fun. I loved it, but you can't do any of that now. You can't.
No.
You can't rev a
chainsaw or like
Yeah.
have. I know there was one where like at the last neighborhood where like the candy's sitting there, and when the kid tries to grab it, a big fucking handcuff, right? Like, and I'm sure some parents got mad about that.
Yeah.
Won't sleep. It's
Yeah.
not sleeping.
You can't chop off a hand anymore and then put it over your head like the
Right.
Addams family. Like they don't let
Right.
you do that
can't
anymore.
scream in children's faces with blood all over your face.
No,
You know.
we need real trauma anyway.
Yeah.
We need to just leave our children in the middle of the corn maze and let them fend for themselves.
Yeah, figured out for 4 to 10
Yeah.
days.
Speaking of which,
Should we do like a real haunted house with like just normal traumas in it?
Yeah.
Like
Speaking
it's
of
like
which,
Harvey Weinstein just standing right there.
yeah, he's out of jail for just Halloween.
But he doesn't do anything. He's just like there when you go around the corner.
Right, and you see a nurse
There's
injecting
a plant
his penis,
right next to him. Yeah.
injecting his penis, and he's about to get hard. You have 2 hours to run past Harvey Weinstein's boner. If he grabs you, he grabs you.
Right.
Sorry about it.
Right.
You see your dad shaking your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just fun stuff like that.
I fell off the tractor once on the ride. It was
Oh,
like-
you did?
It was
We took
part-
our kids on the tractor. Jessie lost her phone. I had
It
to
was
find the
part
fucking
like
phone.
haunted house where you had to like get to the tractor to take you to the other part of the haunted house, and it like drove through all the corn. Well, I basically fell off and then got lost in the corn at the haunted house place.
Grappling with the past.
Grappling
Giorgio,
with the
dude.
past.
Man.
One trauma a show comes up.
How did you fall off a tractor going 5 miles an hour?
Parents weren't holding him. They may not have even been there, right?
Yeah, it's true.
It was like, I'll send you to the haunted house.
I told you my dad's like Ross. You know, he's a
He's a good time guy.
Yeah,
he's a good time
stern
guy.
but
He has
fair.
fun.
He's a Russian police officer.
That
No,
time
he
we got
has
pulled
fun.
over by the cops, and then he hands me the styrofoam cup, and he says, "Don't forget your soda." And then I know it's beer, so I'm freaked out, and the cop's looking at me, waiting for me to put my seatbelt on, but I don't know what to do with my beer.
Yeah, and what happened? What was the end game?
I put the seatbelt on and we drove away, but I stood there for a good 5 minutes with a cop looking at me like, "Hey, you gonna put that seatbelt on?" And I'm just holding this beer, being like, "It's my soda."
Oh boy.
8-year-old me.
Yeah. It's my soda.
8-year-old him.
That's why he doesn't drink soda this very day. We just cracked that code. We solved that mystery,
We
you know?
have to do this show,
Gotta do
Giorgio.
grappling with the past of all of Giorgio's fucked up stories.
Now that's
I
what
think
I
it'll
call
help
trauma
you.
5.
Yeah. I think it'll help you.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
was training to smuggle drugs. It was just, yeah.
Was he a drug dealer?
No.
Okay. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. We can talk about it after he dies.
He's chilling in Puerto Rico.
Oh, well.
No, I just think
They
he
have
was
YouTube in Puerto Rico and
he
Spotify.
was a good time guy. He liked to. Those were the days. You know, all of our dads used to have a beer in the fucking cup holder, right?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. In Texas, too, it's a given. We
Well, I
have
was
that
in
place
California,
called,
but yeah.
Well, yeah, but everywhere at that time. And then now in Texas, especially, with Sip It open across the street from us. Had a convo with the parents last night at baseball practice, and everybody's like, "You've been to Sip It?" I was like, "How is that legal?" Everybody's like, "How is this
I
legal?"
know. Just waiting for it to get shut down.
It's amazing, but everybody keeps going there. They're like, "Well, after work, it is on the way home, and it's a drive-through, so they just give
Yeah.
you that drink, and you're like, this is awesome."
It's great.
I will give them free promo forever because they're directly across the street from here. And if you guys haven't been there, you can walk across the street and go. Oh, you got it? I was gonna say, dude, you can go hard over there today.
Gotta go after this.
Yeah, you gotta go after this, man. They open at 11 too, where it's just like,
That's kind of late, don't you think?
Recession? Yep, open at 11. As the recession keeps going on, that bitch will be open by 6 a.m.
I
dude.
know.
Driving to work for
Maybe that
maybe
old
what
gal.
might be your last day.
That old gal you talked to,
Oh yeah,
Sip It was open.
Yeah.
She could have gone right there,
100%,
right? Drive through. She
100%.
wouldn't have to talk to your fucking ass at 9 in the morning.
Hopefully, we'll have hard AF seltzer and bomber cans.
That would be
That
great.
will be her go-to. So I don't want her to stop drinking. Obviously.
We should do a commercial. It's like the best part of waking up.
Yeah.
It's like the bomber can.
Hard AF in yoga, and then boom, blackout.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna car crashes, ambulances, fires, poppers coming back to life. Just coming back, popping back open.
Ooh, an
to
Irish
life.
coffee flavor.
Ooh.
I like that. You know what somebody pitched me the other day was one of our new investors wants the tea. He wants the iced tea one with the lemon in it.
Hard tea?
Yeah. He's a big fan of, I guess, John Daly's got one.
I can see that, an
Does
Arnold
he?
Palmer-esque thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And White Claw just did a whole tea variety pack as well. I've not had those.
Ross, what do you think about this pony keg?
Oh, I love to have a pony
Hard
keg.
AF.
Yeah.
So the problem is the carbonation. So you've got to do all the things for that. So that'd be tough. There's only one restaurant I've ever been to that's got seltzer on tap. And I think it is White Claw because they have the money for that type of shit. But it'd be amazing. I'd love to have it in my
Me, a scientist,
goddamn
figure
house.
this out.
I know.
I've seen
And it's
some
expensive.
breweries that do their own seltzers that have.
They do,
There's
and the
the
ones
one
in
here.
Texas. Well, the ones in Texas aren't good. So they have the seltzer; it has alcohol in it, but they have to add the flavoring afterwards. But the flavoring it's just from a sugar pump, like a slushy, like an
Yeah.
old school slushy. So the carbs and sugars in that thing are way past 80, 85. So good luck. I just protect yourself.
So
on
we
that
could
one, so I'll
literally
say.
order the sugar packets and the flavors from our childhood.
Sure could, and then it's the same thing, and then add it
Yeah.
to that.
Maybe that's what Ghost is doing.
They are, but they're using a different base for it. I'm not allowed to say what it is, but that's exactly what they're doing, and that's one of my favorite energy drinks right now. Those guys are everywhere. They're even in my gym. Ghost is everywhere. Speaking of ghosts, James, we got any crime corners today?
We do.
Yeah?
Bob's going to have to possibly find a video.
Whoa! Anybody dead or
No.
alive?
No one's
They're
dead.
alive. Okay.
No one's dead.
Crime corner, crime corner.
Crime corner.
I'm going at.
Naked. I'm just trying to, with the past couple crime corners, I'm just trying to find you guys a girlfriend. So naked Chicago woman stole a squad car and dragged the officer through the streets. So Bob, Chicago.
Do we have a shot
naked
of this lady?
woman. Yeah, there's a video.
Okay. Is she hot?
Now look.
Porquet?
It's hot behavior. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
No.
So no.
It's hot behavior.
Well, no, I
Okay?
understand
She's
the behavior
fun.
is hot,
She's
but
fun.
is she attractive?
She is fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
A
sure.
woman is facing charges after allegedly stealing a Chicago police squad car.
My
She
girl.
was, my girl. She was laying naked in the street. Cops rolled up and was like, "Excuse me, ma'am, what's up?"
Yeah.
Did they not blur it out?
No.
Oh, is she naked?
She naked.
Oh,
Come on.
no, you can't show
No,
that.
it's blurred.
Well, you can see
Is
her
it-
ass.
I can see her asshole. You can
Damn
see her
it.
asshole in that. I don't know if you can show that.
All right.
just
Well,
a- yeah,
people,
look at
in the-
that.
the
That's just a
people in the
butt crack.
studio can see it. There you go.
Oh yeah.
I'll try to find another
We'll
one.
pop up that image right there. Then
I
mean,
did that. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you already did on screen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just cheek, you know.
Just it's cheeky. It's just some cheeky
The one
behavior.
I saw was like blurred.
That's
but
fine.
Very not attractive though.
Okay. Is that one
She's
blurred? There we go. We got a blurred
fun.
one? There we go. Pop that up. Let's see it.
Try and not have
well, I
fun
can
with
get it
this
from
gal.
just the police. So
Whoa.
Ah, damn it.
Oh.
it's fine.
Okay, just
Oh,
forget
boy.
it.
Was that
forget
on
it,
screen
forget it, forget
or was that on screen?
At this point, we just run it, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, you've already shown it a couple times.
Never getting our YouTube plaque ever.
Yeah.
No, look, okay,
we still haven't gotten
just
that play
never
button.
mind. Boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop. They roll up on her.
it's-
We
no more nudity.
saw her though. At least we saw her.
You
yeah.
saw her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Laying naked in the street, cop rolls up. What's up? What's up, Whitley Temple?
Yep.
34. And she proceeded to get into the cop car, as you can see from the video. You guys didn't see, but she gets into the front.
Yep.
The unlocked front of the cop car, starts driving away. The officer's trying to get her out, and he gets dragged.
So let's see it
And
from the
she's
point.
naked the whole.
Yeah, so we've already seen her.
It's broad daylight, by the
We've
way.
seen her naked at this point. We've seen her
Sure.
in daylight, Bob. Let's cut to the video of her driving away so we can see this guy getting dragged. Although one would argue that seeing a naked woman versus a human being dragged down the street was probably safer for YouTube, but not according to YouTube. So let's see that part here. Okay, she's in the vehicle right there. Let's play it from there and see this whole sitch shake out.
She gets away in the car.
Oh,
too.
he's kind of,
So he's like, "Ma'am, come on, ma'am,
Yep.
ma'am, whatever."
but he's also locking himself around the door.
Yeah, yeah,
so it
yeah.
almost looks like he's prepared for, oh, I made the wrong decision.
no.
Oh, man, they're dragging his
God.
body.
Oh God! So you
Yeah.
guys, but she still gets away right here.
Okay, she's gone. Shut the door. There she goes. She
whoa,
shuts the door.
whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah, shuts the door.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm taking this car, motherfucker.
How
And
far
then-
did she get?
So she got to a gas station where she struck another vehicle. Briefly, she even got inside the gas station naked the whole time, by the way.
Sure.
Then got back in the squad car, took off again at 95 miles per hour on the expressway.
Did she order anything in the
She
gas station?
allegedly, we don't know what she brought back out. It
Okay.
wasn't a T-shirt.
Okay.
She was still naked. Temple drove the squad car in and out of traffic. She weaved in and out of traffic at a high rate of speed, striking several more vehicles. Guys, fun.
Yeah.
Continued to drive before she crashed into the 2000 block of West Harrison Street and was arrested after a foot chase after that.
Yes, 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 yes.
So my God, I mean, how much can you do like totally naked, right? If you don't care and you're not thinking about it,
Sure.
you can kind of catch people off guard
yeah.
enough that you can like get away, right?
Yeah.
Like even in the gas station, people are freaking out more that naked ladies in there than like she's getting back into a cop car
Right.
to like drive away.
Yeah.
They've been stunned already. And so she just got pretty far.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So to answer the original question,
Sure.
is she hot?
She is fun.
That is a hard no on,
And
on
that
is she
is
hot?
who you want in a
Looks like
good
Lizzo's
old-fashioned
sister.
cockfight.
You
Yeah.
sure don't.
Yeah.
You sure don't. But the story's fun.
The story's fun, and like if you're going out, right? If you're like,
Yeah.
you know what, like I want to have a fun night.
Yeah, you call her. Do
you know what I mean?
I just want to know what she bought in the gas station. Like if it was some cigs or some menthol, something like that, that'd be fun.
Maybe a tea.
Little snack pack.
Maybe a
Little twisted tea. Who knows?
maybe a fig
A
Newton.
Snapple and some
the
Skittles.
long like fig Newton.
Yeah. And the Arizona iced tea and some
vape?
Skittles.
I
Who
don't
knows?
know. I don't
Yeah. Some CBD oil. You know, maybe she had a shoulder injury. Who knows? But it was fun. What are you looking at over there? What's
Nobody.
going on? Okay.
A little lurker.
Oh yeah, somebody
A
lurking
little
in the studio.
lurker like myself.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
They're a lord.
I only see the little eyeball,
Okay.
but it smells like hot dogs.
Is it Jared? Is Jared here?
I don't know.
Get out of here.
You
Is
get
Jared
outta
in today?
here.
Come on. Is he in here? Stop it. There he is.
Little peaky blinder.
Look at him, that little peaky blinder.
Oh, sweet boy.
It's my sweet, sweet
My
boy.
sweet, sweet boy is here.
Are you allowed to come on and wave here? Are you out? Do you have to go? Can you stay? Oh, great.
He'll wave at you over
He's
there.
doing the show. He's doing Drinking Bros. There we go. It's a
Okay.
fucking party today.
Look at him.
God damn it, dude. We've been blessed.
Specimen.
We've been blessed
Do we
here.
not have a sound effect ready
a
for this?
true,
I don't think we do, but we should.
true hero.
You can.
We could use the nature nook maybe.
Yeah,
where
the nature
the
nook.
monkeys are yelling and stuff.
The Mune case. I like the kicks, Jared.
I know.
Are they?
Whoa.
Look at
whoa.
you. Look at you.
Not to brag.
For the audio
Mr.
listeners,
Fancy
the
Pants.
Not
Osiris's.
to brag.
Yeah, those are real nice, dude. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that, son. Tune in to Drinking Bros Fake News. We'll be live in about 15 minutes here on the old network. We appreciate you joining us. Great crime corner today, Jabes. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star and leave a quick review. Also go to Spotify and just click a 5-star. No review necessary. It's all the advertisers care about in this world. Do it for us. Do it for your own freedom. Damn it. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.